Lesson: Techniques for structuring clear and concise messages. Effective communication is an indispensable skill in the realm of professional interactions, especially for those aiming to excel in prompt engineering. Structuring clear and concise messages is not just about brevity, but also about ensuring that the intended message is delivered and understood with maximum clarity. This lesson delves into the techniques for crafting messages that are both clear and concise, offering actionable insights and practical tools that professionals can apply to enhance their communication skills. The first step in structuring clear messages is understanding the audience. Audience analysis involves identifying the needs, expectations, and prior knowledge of the audience. When messages are tailored to the audience's level of understanding, they are more likely to be received positively. For instance, explaining technical concepts to a non-technical audience requires simplifying jargon and using analogies that relate to familiar concepts. This approach not only aids comprehension, but also fosters engagement. A practical tool for audience analysis is the empathy map, which helps communicators consider what the audience might think, feel, hear, and see. By placing oneself in the audience's shoes, a communicator can anticipate potential misunderstandings and address them preemptively. Once the audience is understood, the next step is crafting a clear objective. Every message should have a singular purpose. This focus ensures that the message does not deviate into unnecessary details, which can dilute its impact. The SMART criteria, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, can be instrumental in defining the objective of communication. For example, instead of a vague objective like improve team communication, a SMART objective would be increase team meeting participation by 20% over the next quarter. With a clear objective in mind, structuring the message logically is crucial. The pyramid principle, developed by Barbara Minto, suggests that information should be presented in a hierarchy, starting with the main idea, followed by supporting details. This method helps recipients grasp the core message quickly and then explore the supporting arguments at their own pace. For instance, if presenting a business proposal, start with the value proposition before delving into the financial details and implementation timeline. Cohesion and coherence are vital in ensuring the message flows logically. Transitional phrases and connectors help maintain the flow of ideas, guiding the audience through the narrative. The use of bullet points or numbered lists can also enhance clarity by breaking down complex information into digestible parts. However, these should be used judiciously to avoid overwhelming the reader. Clarity in language is another pillar of effective communication. Using plain language reduces the risk of misinterpretation. According to the Plain Writing Act of 2010, government documents in the United States are required to be written clearly to improve accessibility. This principle can be applied to professional communication by avoiding jargon, using active voice, and choosing precise words over ambiguous ones. For example, instead of saying utilize, use instead of facilitate, say help. Conciseness involves eliminating unnecessary words and focusing on the essence of the message. The KISS principle, keep it simple, stupid, advocates for simplicity in communication to enhance understanding. Techniques such as removing redundant modifiers and cutting filler words can streamline messages significantly. Feedback is a critical component of the communication process. Constructive feedback ensures that messages are understood as intended. Tools like 360-degree feedback involve collecting responses from various stakeholders to gain a comprehensive understanding of how the message is perceived. By incorporating feedback, communicators can refine their approach and address any gaps in understanding. Digital tools can also aid in crafting clear and concise messages. Tools like Grammarly and Hemingway Editor offer suggestions for improving readability and conciseness, ensuring that messages are polished before they are sent. These platforms analyze text for complexity and provide insights on how to enhance clarity and brevity. The impact of clear and concise communication is evident in various studies. For example, a study by Philips found that companies with effective communication strategies experienced 47% higher total returns to shareholders over 5 years compared to those with less effective communication. This statistic underscores the tangible benefits of investing in communication skills. Real-world examples illustrate the power of clear communication. Consider the case of NASA's Challenger disaster, where miscommunication and lack of clarity in expressing concerns about the O-rings contributed to the tragedy. This underscores the importance of not only having clear communication channels, but also ensuring that the messages conveyed through them are unmistakable. In summary, the techniques for structuring clear and concise messages encompass understanding the audience, defining a clear objective, organizing information logically, using plain language, maintaining conciseness, and incorporating feedback. By applying these principles, professionals can enhance their communication skills, leading to better understanding, increased engagement, and more effective outcomes. The tools and frameworks discussed, such as the empathy map, the pyramid principle, and digital editing tools, provide practical means to implement these techniques in real-world scenarios. Adopting these practices not only improves individual communication proficiency, but also contributes to the overall success of organizations.